happening? Yep, it's time for another one of those damn pesky brew reviews. And by popular vote, Hop Wrangler, which means I don't know when we're going to look at the other one, because as you know, the only reason it's probably going to end up being a review now is because it just has a funny name, and it's probably going to suck because a couple of you guys that I thoroughly trust, Heavy 67 and Sonoran, both of you pretty much say that actual dog piss would be better. So I'll throw it in eventually as just a funny review. Before I do that, though, just because I like to show you guys the stuff ahead of the other channel, sort of a mini unboxing. Actually going to be taking a look at it for the first time with you guys. On Pete's recommendation, I saw his video on Zach's gun belts, and I gave Pete a call and said, is that thing like really nice, or did you just want to have a nice thing to say? And he's like, dude, you have to see the quality of the belts. Wow. Look at that. The thickness on that thing. My belt right now is an absolute joke. But as a matter of fact, it is impossible to create a straight line with it. You go to their website and you basically put together an email to them answering a whole bunch of questions like, do you want oval holes? You can go on the spacing, how many of them, the stitching, the color of the stitching, the style and color of the buckles. So this is going to be my daily wear. You guys that have seen it, I have my my belt that Andy Harlan, that Andy made for me. I mean, Andy's just a good guy, but that's a 2-inch, and the problem with that is I'd be using it more often. But I think every holster I have, except for the one that Andy made me, is for an inch and a quarter. I'm trying to see here what I have down here. So this is going to be my daily a daily use belt. So again, very nice belt. If you're interested, I'll put the information down in the description box. But it's Zach's Gun Belts, and he's a very cool dude to work with, and definitely has some very high quality stuff. And you guys that may not know, because I didn't know this crap always either, you want a good high quality belt like this to help distribute the weight of the holster. The one I have now is a joke. I mean, it's a good thing. I pretty much always have a fairly light gun on me. The only other footnote I have is today, and this is not going to be a 30-minute brew review, I hope. It was a really nice day. Me and Ms. Bomey and brother-in-law and Dan, beer helper Dan, went out to the shack, and I brought pretty much everything with. Got to fire the Ruger Vaquero 44 Magnum for the first time. Here's what surprises the hell out of me. You take something like your typical sight picture, and you got ... line them up, boom. The Vaquero, which I don't have it down here, but you're looking at a front blade and just a groove cut through the top of the frame. And I have to honestly say, I was shocked at how many times I hit the 100-yard gong with that thing. My brother-in-law loads 44 Magnum, so he had some with the old giggle. But I think they might have been just a little zesty for that. You know, trying to get them back out of the cylinder. There was a couple that were in there pretty tight. But I bought a box of MagTech, which, it's okay stuff. Burned up an entire box. I just couldn't stop shooting it. So I got to shoot that for the first time. And I actually just got to put the first rounds through the Walther P99. And I have to say, Alex, that is one sweet shooting gun. You know, the trigger on it isn't perfect, but when you're shooting it, it really seems to disappear. But it feels so good in your hand, and my first mag through that, I think I hit low on a 6-inch target and walked it right up to a bullseye. So that was really nice. And I got the first shots since getting the Holy Grail gun, the Smith & Wesson 1006 10mm. I got that is a huge improvement. Right now it's supposed to be at like 5.5 pounds on double action and like 3 1/4, 3.5 on single. And you know, it's got quite a bit of travel, but it's kind of like right up. You can pull the trigger right up, stop right there, and that one extra squeeze, and she's going off. So that came up really nice. And of course, Ms. Bomey got to fire her zombie gun with that JP Enterprise style brake on there. And I have to say that brake was $23 plus, I think, like $4 to ship it. It was under $30 for that brake shipped here, and that thing works very well for that kind of price range. It definitely kept the muzzle rise to just about nothing. And of course, I also was out there with the Gamma 556, and I think, like I told you guys, but it's not in the Gamma video, I shot the hottest stuff that I had, and I actually had what in the video you can actually see it kind of push down. I mean, that certainly didn't affect my shooting. I never even noticed it till I watched the video. But today I put just some American Eagle 223 in it and handed it to Dan and told him to go nuts with it. And the thing sits absolutely flat. There was no up or down in it when it fires. So it really is tuned for your standard 223. The 556 with the extra pressure kind of actually forces the barrel down when you look at it on video, but in real life that thing is just hands down awesome. And overall, that one was a much more pleasant to be around. That damn thing, if you stand to the left or to the right of that thing when she was shooting, it just felt like someone hit you with a 2x4. So, Hop Wrangler. We're just going to play a safety. We're going to go with the Hammer Time. Whoop. Might be unfair. We got a flavor enhancing glass. What did I know about this one? Alcohol percentage? Anybody? Bueller. Well, if I said it yesterday, I don't know where the hell it is today. Ooh, getting a little action. Holy God. Well, it has carbonation. Okay, everybody always says to do this, and it never seems to work for me. Yeah, see, there's your proof. Nothing. Okay, this isn't crazy. God, I'm a trained professional. Now what? Just pour on. Okay, we'll just go with that. Okay, so, you know, it definitely has carbonation, and it's getting as much head as Alex on a Saturday night. It is up front, very bitter, like almost not enjoyable, kind of bitter. Has almost your Pilsner with maybe a touch of sweetness or caramel as far as that. The bitterness is not what I would normally call your hops, but I'm sure that's what they are. If memory served, it's is a multinational take on the classic India Pale Ale, which is known for an intense hop bitterness, flavor, and aroma. We use an American English and Belgian malts to flavor the body and color. The brew includes 6 hop additions of American English hops, 1 each in the mash and first wort, 3 in the boil, and a final dry hop addition in the fermentation. Wow, sounds like some work. Served at 8 Celsius for UJD and Stripey, and the rest of us at 48 Fahrenheit. Maybe the glass is bringing out too much flavor. I have to say, of all the things that I've tried as far as the hoppy stuff, and I love the hoppy stuff, this one has the most unique. How was that blind date you went on? Well, she was very unique. Unique doesn't necessarily mean anything good, does it? Just want to get a damn spoon. I think I just got back from DQ. Yeah, it's bitter on the front end, bitter in the middle, with a bitter finish. And the flavor pretty much stays the same all the way across. Not really a pine, not really a grapefruit. It's all kind of kept in check a little. You know, kind of like keeping a mother out of control with her kids in check. Kind of that caramel kind of keeps the really bitterness from getting too bitter, but yeah, you know, a lot of them, you know, kind of like my complaint about, for instance, the Sierra Nevada IPA. Just their base one. That one is actually one that, while you're drinking, you know, it has that, it's actually good, and then as soon as you stop drinking and that last little bit hits the back of your tongue and it's like, boom, here I am, rusty water, kind of a heavy hit. This has it from the time you start until the time you stop. Maybe you like something even more crazy than me when it comes to the bitterness. Maybe you like this. I'm not wishing that I overruled you guys. I went with the yellow snow because from the sounds of it, it sucks. But nah, this is not very good. Alcohol percentage seems like it could be up there, but it also could be all in the heavy bitterness of the hops. I'll just take a guess and say I'm gonna guess five high fives. Yeah, high five myself, no friends, or low sixes somewhere in there. And needless to say, way too much carbonation. Which I'm guessing that's a safer bet than too little or none. E-scale. Well, I figure out what we're going to look at next. This is going to the back of the fridge. You've been bad. You have to go to the back of the line. Tomorrow's Sunday. I'm just gonna stack the odds. And let's say we look at something that I know I like, and now the debate is where am I gonna put it on the E-scale? Why, for the fun of it, I think tomorrow we're gonna look at Bent Paddles Hop, a golden IPA, crafted and brewed in, yep, you guessed it, my hometown. So, yeah, I'm actually thinking that what it actually might have been kind of fun is to put together a brewery tour for like when some of the boys are here if we have enough time. But believe it or not, there is, what was it, six or seven small craft breweries like this right here in this city. Most of them do pretty damn good. So the E-scale on that, I gotta say I wouldn't even bother getting it again, but it's not for me. But it's still that hoppiness, something worth I'd say something worth giving a try. Maybe you like the bitters even more than I do. Maybe it's for you. So I'm just gonna shoot this guy a 2 for Hop Wrangler. And like I said, links below. But if anyone's looking for a daily use, which would be just overall a great belt, but you EDC on a daily basis like I do, and you want something that's going to be high quality, well made, fast, and have no complaints, give that thing a try. I got to do a. You might be seeing that tomorrow as an e-bomi video. Figure just to show Zach that I got it, might just give a dedicated video for him. It's I'm liking what I'm seeing. So if you're in the market for something, you might want to consider Zach's gun belts. Otherwise, we'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm gonna go. I gotta make sure I'm fully versed on the bent paddle. You know, gotta do the research for you guys. You know, you just don't want to screw up these reviews. Even we even reactivated the bubbles that were already in there. So, okay, guys. Saturday night. Have a good time, and remember, if you're gonna drink, don't drive. Do like I do. Make Ms. Bomi drive. I'll give you your phone number. She'll come pick you up. Bring you home later. Later, guys.